There's a new mystery character reportedly being cast for Thor 4 Love and Thunder. Let's break down that report, speculate about who we think this new character might be, and also talk about Chris Hemsworth comments about Taika Waititi's absolutely insane script. What's up, everybody? It's Josh. If you could do us a favor and definitely like this video, YouTube is being extra weird right now and our views are being affected. If you could do it, it would be great. Okay, so let's start with this new mystery character that is said to appear in Thor 4 Love and Thunder. This is coming to us from the Illuminati. I'll read right from their report and then we'll speculate about what we think this is. The Illuminati has recently learned of a new casting call for a mysterious new character in Thor Love and Thunder. The new Thor 4 role has gotten our wheels spinning with new theories on plot details for the film, and we wanted to share what we know with you. The casting call for Thor 4 reveals an open role for a supporting lead character named Zappa. The team at Marvel Studios is searching for a young black male, 11 to 12 years old, either African American or black British. It also lists him as intelligent, fearless, mature, with a good sense of humor. While the name Zappa doesn't immediately bring to mind an established Marvel Comics character, it could still be a significant casting with multiple implications for the film. Okay, so the Illuminati has no real details past the casting call, but they did talk about in their article how this could be Heimdall. And I find this very interesting because they note in the article that Idris Elba is not likely to return to the MCU. He's probably not coming back. However, Asgardians do tend to resurrect themselves in Marvel Comics, and we think that we are getting a young Loki or kid Loki coming to the MCU very soon. And so this could be a scenario in which Heimdall is actually resurrected and has a new, younger body. And so you could see Heimdall, the character, in a younger person's body, helping Thor on this absolutely crazy quest, which would be pretty freaking wild. Now, I went through the list of Marvel's characters from the comics and tried to find people that I thought could fit this bill, and I've come up with a couple of interesting ideas. Again, this is all speculation. All we know is that Marvel is indeed casting this character for Love and Thunder. We don't know who this character could be. There's not a lot of hints out there. So let's just kind of speculate on who it could be. The character that came to mind for me is the character of Prodigy. Prodigy, real name David Al-Iri, is a young black genius who ends up getting a mutant power manifesting, allowing him to telepathically absorb the knowledge and skills of people around him. And I guess the reason I was thinking of Prodigy is because he's one of the most famous young black characters from Marvel Comics, and it's also interesting that he has this weird telepathic ability to absorb skills and knowledge. If Natalie Portman's Jane Foster is still on Earth being a scientist, perhaps working for SWORD, which is actually one of the big rumors out there from the different plot leaks, then a character like Prodigy would really fit the bill in sort of helping her or other people she is working with to solve massive cosmic problems. Another character I came up with is the character of Tag. He's also a young black character from Marvel Comics and has a very interesting power where he can actually touch someone and either make everyone run away from them, everyone chase them. So basically, like, yeah, what you would think of with Tag, right? Like, he makes a person it. So he can either make people play in this game of tag and they're running away or running to the person that he deems to be it. And honestly, it's just ridiculous enough to fit into what I would consider Taika Waititi's wheelhouse. But what's crazy is, I mean, we could be thinking of all of these characters that are black from the comics, but maybe they're actually race bending a established character. So what if it's even Sam Alexander's Nova? Like, there's a possibility that they take a character like that and bring him into Thor Love and Thunder, because I really get a sense that Taika Waititi's movie is going to be grand in scale and also involve stuff on the cosmic level. It's going to be done mostly in space, at least I think so. But let me know what you think about this mysterious character Zappa. Is there a Marvel character from the comics you think this character could be? What would make sense in what you think Taika will do in Thor Love and Thunder? Let us know in the comment section. So speaking of how crazy Taika Waititi is making Thor Love and Thunder, let's now go to some comments that Chris Hemsworth recently made about the script. Now, this is coming from an interview with the Philadelphia Inquirer, where Hemsworth said that the script for Love and Thunder was, quote, one of the best scripts I've read in years. It's Taika at his most extreme and at his best. If the version I read is the one we get running running with, it's going to be pretty insane. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. We've sort of been beating around the bush with this story for a long time. A lot of different comments are coming out from different actors and people that are close to Taika. And Taika himself has even said statements like, hey, if we're just going to do it crazy like Ragnarok again, I'm not interested. I want to 10x that. I want to literally do the craziest thing you could possibly think of. Now, I've brought this up many times because people have asked him if he's going to incorporate the Jane Foster cancer storyline in that movie. And he's famously said that while that story was a big inspiration for the initial script, that he's changing a lot, that Marvel is changing a lot, and he really wants to sort of open it up and go wild. Now, I think that the Jane Foster cancer story could still play a role in this film. But what Taika is wanting to do here is grand, epic, and insane. I think he is trying to push it to the absolute limits. And I believe this will have to do with cosmic craziness. Like, now that we have things like the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, and all of the characters that Fox used to have, including, you know, Galactus and crazy things like that, Taika can do almost anything he wants. But it's also interesting that Chris said, if this is the script we go with, then it's going to be really wild, because I'm sure there's other scripts being written. I think Marvel has an idea for what they'd like to do with this movie. And what I think we'll actually end up seeing is sort of a combination of the crazy idea that Taika wants to do and something that is in a line with what the MCU wants to do. So they're going to let Taika be Taika, and it's going to be very insane. Christian Bale as the villain, probably grand in scope. Something like Gore the God Butcher makes a lot of sense at this point. I would love to see some of the other rumors paid off, including the fact that there could be a Thor core, and there will actually be people with hammers like beyond just Odinson and Jane Foster, perhaps Beta Ray Bill and other characters like that. That would be really freaking cool. And you know what else? While we're just on this topic, I mean, I know that Taika is very successful, but I honestly believe that he's one of the directors that truly elevated the MCU. Like, Thor Ragnarok is such an incredible movie, and I think that he's looking to do that again. And so I'm beyond just sort of the hyperbole of like, oh shit, it's Taika being crazy, this is gonna be nuts. Like, I'm legitimately excited to see what he can do with these characters to really push the envelope and elevate the MCU. I mean, this guy is a special talent. So I'm really interested in what this will all manifest itself into. And I'll be keen to keep an eye on all of the different updates about Love and Thunder as we move forward. So make sure you're staying tuned to the channel so that we can get you updated about all the crazy stuff that happens. But that is the report, guys. That's it for this video. A new character known as Zappa being cast for Thor Love and Thunder. Let us know who you think that could be. And Chris Hemsworth says that the script for Love and Thunder is one of the best scripts he's ever read, and it's insane. So let us know what you think about the plot of Thor Love and Thunder in the comment section below. And now let's shout out Cloak Dagger. Yes, indeed, Donny Cates was the person that created Null, the god of the symbiotes. So shout out to you, Cloak Dagger. And now let's ask another nerd card question before we get out of here. I want to know, what episode of The Mandalorian Season 1 did Taika Waititi direct? Yeah, if you didn't know that he directed one of the episodes of The Mandalorian, a pretty good one in my opinion, what episode of The Mandalorian Season 1 did Taika Waititi direct? Answer that question in the comment section below. If you absolutely need more nerdy content in your life, click or tap over there to get lost down a nerdy rabbit hole on some of our other content. Like this video if you liked it, and if you want to take your support to the next level and join the list of amazing people you see below, check out our Patreon for some behind-the-scenes content. As I always say, I hope you're having an awesome and a nerdy day, and I'll see you in the next video.